Grace and peace to you, sisters and brothers. We are the Felt family here, minus Jason, who is behind the camera. We have our favorite readers, Natalie and Auggie, and baby Olivia, who loves to get attention. We are so glad that you're with us tonight. If you want to let us know that you're here, we would love to say hello to you. Welcome. It's Pastor Amy and baby Olivia, and our favorite readers, Natalie and Auggie. Olivia has been cracking us up all day because she is making herself known. She is loud and she makes herself known clearly when she wants attention. Just like that. So we are glad to all be with you today. We're going to send Olivia with Daddy. You may hear her in the background. So what are we going to do after we read tonight?
Have cookies.
We're going to have some cookies. That's one of our favorite things to do, is to bake chocolate chip cookies or brownies. And so that's how... Delicious. That's how we're going to wrap up the evening. So we are going to talk today about the importance of remembering. Do you have memories, things that you remember about your lives? Okay.
I have a special phone that Mama got me, and it's lost, but I still remember it.
Yes, you have a special toy that we can't find right now, but Mamo gave it to you.
It's a real life phone, but I never charged it because I'm not.
Yeah, so our memories remind us of the people that we love. That's right. Welcome. We're glad that you're here. Please let us know that you're here so that we can say hello to you tonight. We're talking about the importance of remembering and what that means for us as people, but also as people of faith, as people who love God. So we're going to read a story today from Exodus chapter 5, and that's a book in the Bible. Sure, honey. What's your question?
I lost this stuff.
You've lost some things, and when you find them, you remember the people who gave them to you, right? Okay, so we are going to turn to the Old Testament, Exodus chapter 5. So this is a story about the people of God. They're called the Israelites, or the Hebrew people, and they were living in Egypt under a very mean man called Pharaoh, and Pharaoh would not let them leave. So God raised up Moses. God raised up Moses to free the people. Mr. Larry is watching, and Miss Amy and Poppy. Larry, we're sorry you can't stay, but we're glad you popped in for just a minute. We miss you. So we're talking about how Pharaoh would not let the people go, and Moses went to save the people. So do you want to hear? Auggie, there's some great stories in here. You ready?
That leg is falling.
Okay, let's put our legs down. Okay, this is Exodus chapter 5. Moses asked God for help speaking to the people and to Pharaoh. So God suggested that Moses ask his brother Aaron to help him. Do you ever help each other? Yes. Auggie, Moses and Aaron, the brothers, went to see Pharaoh, and this is what they said. They said, God has sent us to tell you to let the people go. Auggie? So Pharaoh was stubborn and refused to let the people go. Are you ever stubborn?
No.
Never. To force Pharaoh to set the people free, God sent plagues to Egypt. God turned the water in the Nile River to blood. God turned water to blood in a river. God turned water to blood. And then God sent frogs to Egypt. Tons of frogs and lice and insects and diseases and animals. And God sent ash that caused the people's skin to get sore. And God made it storm and thunder and hail. And God sent locusts to Egypt. And God took away the light and made everything dark. Yes.
What happened to God?
Well, this is a story about how God wanted Pharaoh to let the people go. And there's a lot of really hard things that we read about it. But we're going to focus on what Pharaoh does next. He wouldn't let the people go. And it was a sad day for everyone. And finally, Pharaoh was tired of everything that was happening and said, okay, you can go now. And God's people were on the run. And the people were so happy. Pharaoh said they could go. And so they packed their things and they went with Moses and Aaron to this new land that God promised them. But while they were running away, Auggie, Pharaoh, the mean man, changed his mind. He didn't want the people to go. He sent his army to catch them. And this is what happened. God's people came to the Red Sea. And they didn't know how they were going to get to the other side.
Wait, is that God?
That is Pharaoh. He's going to get the people. And look, they were in front of the sea, and they didn't know how they were going to get across to the other side. They didn't have boats, and they can't walk on water, right? And they were afraid. And the army was behind them, and the water was in front of them. And Moses said, "Do not be afraid. God will help us." Do you know that phrase, "do not be afraid," is in the Bible 365 times? That's one time for every day of the year. Do not be afraid, Moses said. God sent a strong wind to blow the water out of the way, and God's people walked across on dry land. And God's people were safe, and Pharaoh's army could not chase them anymore. So I'm going to show you the picture there of the army and Moses and the sea, and they got across to the other side. And the reason this story is so important, Audrey and Barrett and Spencer and Meredith are watching. Can you say hi?
Hi.
The reason this story is so important is because when the people later were struggling to remember how good God was, Auggie, when the people were struggling to remember how good God was, they could tell themselves this story. So on Sunday, please stop, honey. On Sunday, we're going to talk about the Psalms, and the Psalms are songs that the people sang to each other so that they could remember God's faithfulness, and this story is part of that. So, okay, Auggie, do you need to take a break, honey, and go sit with Daddy? Okay, it's time to give me the Stegosaurus then. Okay, then keep it off of your sister. We're keeping it real here tonight, y'all. Okay, Auggie, would you like to read your story next? This one is about the little blue truck. The little blue truck. Horn went beep. Engine purred. Friendliest sound you ever heard. So there's a little truck. There's the truck. In the country. Little blue truck came down the road. Beep, said Blue to the big green toad. Toad said croak and winked an eye when little blue truck went rolling by. So there's the truck. There's the truck. And the frog on top. What do you have there? That's not a frog. What is it?
A T-Rex.
It's a T-Rex. Well, there's not a T-Rex in here though, Auggie, but there is a sheep. The sheep said bah, and the cow said what?
Moo.
Oink, said a piggy, and beep beep, said Blue. So there are all these animals in the country with the blue truck. We're so glad you're here, and Miss Amy says her boys love the little blue truck. Cluck, 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 said the chicken. Please put the monkey down. Cluck, cluck, said a chicken, and the chick said peep. Ma, said a goat, and Blue said beep. Neigh, said a horse, and quack. What does the duck say, Auggie? And beep, said the friendly little blue truck. Okay, there we go. I think Augie's going to need to take a break tonight. Why don't you go sit with Dad, and then we will continue the story. Well, then you can go get it and come sit back down. Honk! Yelled the dump truck, coming through. I've got important things to do. I haven't got time to pass the day with every duck along the way. Look, Auggie, there's a duck right there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's in the way. Oh my goodness, the duck is going to get hit by the truck if it's not careful. What's going to happen next, Auggie? Vroom! Went the dump around the curve. He saw a puddle and he tried to swerve. Into the mud rolled the big fat truck, and his big important wheels got stuck. Look, Auggie, the wheels got stuck. Okay, the wheels got stuck. Auggie, you can get it if you want to, honey. What's going to happen next? His heavy-duty dump truck tires. One moment, friends. We're going to have to give Auggie a break, and we'll be right back. Natalie, why don't you tell them what you see on the photos? Come on, sweetie. I know it's hard. I know.
No! I see a cow.
You see a cow and a horse? Auggie didn't have a nap today, so he's very tired. He'll feel much better after he rests. So the heavy-duty dump truck tires were sunk down deep in the muck and the mire. Honk! Cried the dump, and he sounded scared, but nobody heard or nobody cared. Oh, can you imagine if you were stuck in the mud and nobody cared? That would be so sad. Then into the mud, bump, 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 came the little blue truck to help the dump. The little blue truck was coming to help. Little Blue pushed with all his might. Now Blue and the dump were both stuck tight. Oh no! Blue went to help, but he got stuck in the mud too.
Oh no!
Have you ever tried to help someone and you ended up getting hurt as well?
Sometimes.
It could happen. Help, 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 cried the little blue truck. Beep, 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 I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Everybody heard that. Beep, beep, beep. The cow came running with the pig and the sheep. Oh my goodness. Now who's coming to help? The cow and the pig and the sheep. You think they're going to get stuck? Up at a gallop ran the big brown horse. Goat jumped over the fence, of course. Then Hen came flapping with Chick and the duck. And everybody pushed the little blue truck. Got lots going on right there, and everybody's trying to help. Then, yes, let's see what happens. Head to head and rump to rump, they all pushed Blue, who pushed the dump. They couldn't quite budge that heavy load. Then who hopped up but the big green toad? Natalie knew that was going to happen. She knew the toad was going to come help. Do you think the toad can help them out? All together now. 1, 2, 3. One last push, and the trucks were free. All of that teamwork paid off. Beep, said Blue. Who wants a ride? Everyone scrambled to jump inside. Oink, quack, bah, moo, cluck, peep, neigh, croak, ma. Oh my goodness. There was lots of talking. Sort of like Olivia earlier today, huh? And she was talking like that. Beep, beep, beep. And everybody had a nice ride home together. That's such a great, great book. As Amy said, we have good taste. So we are so glad that y'all are with us. And we have one more book tonight. If you missed the commotion, we lost Augie halfway through. He was having a rough time tonight. So pray for us and pray for him. Hopefully he'll sleep a little better tonight. We love Christmas around here, even in May, so Natalie chose How to Catch an Elf tonight. So this will remind us of cozy times. Why don't we put the monkey down so we can focus on the elf. Okay, here we go. It's Christmas Eve. Hip, hip, hooray. Yay, Santa's coming round. He's bringing toys to girls and boys in every house in town. Natalie once disinvited Santa from our house because she did not want him coming in without our permission. But now you're okay with it.
Yeah, because I was.
Yeah.
It's because I always thought he would. It's just because that was just scared of Santa.
You were scared of Santa. It's okay. Lots of people are scared of Santa.
It's because that it looked like he could. It looks like when he gives presents, he steals presents.
Oh, sometimes it looks like Santa's stealing when he gives presents. Yeah, it can be kind of confusing. Some kids have tried to catch Santa, but Santa's fast, you see. So they've set their eyes on the smaller prize, and now they're after me. Who's me? The elf. If Santa's hard to catch, maybe we could catch an elf instead. I'm not my friend upon a shelf who comes each year and sits. No, I've got style. I've got grace. I'm the elf that never quits. Oh, this is an active elf. For sure. In just a minute. Now Santa's ready, time to go. I'm sure your traps are scary. I'll do my best to dodge them and leave you feeling merry. This elf is ready for whatever traps are put in the elf's way. And I go to Emma's house to make sure all is clear. A tinsel net? Oh, that's just fun. I won't get caught in there. A tinsel net? Do you put tinsels on your tree? We like to put a little tinsel on our tree. It sparkles, right? Jaden's trap cannot be missed. I think it's double-sided. He's got his spot on my naughty list. Yes, that's been decided. Oh my goodness. Trying to catch the elf with some tape. Okay, we'll put some lotion on it later. Another house is filled with treats. These kids are getting smarter. I can't resist the candy canes. My job is getting harder. Oh, I like a good candy cane too.
Me too. I would never try that elf. Do you know why?
Why?
Elves give us presents. If you be mean to them, Santa will give you presents.
The elves are Santa's helpers, huh? Santa slowly lowers me into a dangerous room. If I touch down, he won't just frown. There'll be a bomb boom. Oh goodness, this looks like Mission Impossible or something with all of those lasers, right? Your Christmas maze is all laid out. My work's no longer cushy. I safely brought you all your gifts, but hey, you zapped my bottom.
But
Oh no! A little electricity going on there. That had to hurt. And now my radar's perking up. This next one's quite a chore. We don't know yet what lies ahead in this family grocery store. Yeah, there's somebody in the window waiting for Santa and the elf. That's right. We run inside and get caught up in an avalanche of food. We've seen all kinds of traps before, but not to this magnitude. What does magnitude mean, do you know? I'm saying not this many. Not that many traps at once. The dinner cannon burps and spits and shoots out ham and gravy, and then it follows with dessert. Please, Santa, will you save me? Somebody is shooting food at Santa and the elf. We tumble down the waterfall above the eggnog river, but Santa and I are an awesome team. Who do we know who loves eggnog? Grandpa. Grandpa loves eggnog. Grandpa would drink eggnog all year long if he could find it. So what the elf said is, Santa and I are an awesome team, and together we deliver. What's that? So that's a clever joke. They deliver. They deliver pizza. Get it? Uh-huh. And now it's time for us to leave. Our night is nearly done. You tried your best this Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas, everyone. And now they're eating the pizza. See, we always think Santa likes milk and cookies, but Santa likes pizza too. We're so glad that you were with us today. Thank you so much. Natalie has a story to tell about an elf that she knows from school. You have to speak up clearly so they can hear you.
I had an elf at school. It barely looked like a toy, but last time, it was somewhere else, and then the other time it was somewhere else, and then again there was somewhere else, and then Noah jumped over it and knocked it down, and he touched it. And then we all got in trouble with Miss Terry.
Oh, Miss Terry, I hope you're watching. So there was an elf at school who was moving every day, and they got a little too rowdy with the elf, and they had to learn to do better, right?
Well, yeah, but I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, yes.
No one did anything wrong.
Well, sometimes it happens. It's okay. We learn together. We are so glad that you are all with us. We will be back here next week on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, continuing our Bible reading and also a couple of stories. And hopefully Augie will be feeling better by then and he can join us the whole time and stay the whole time with us. Thank you so much for your love and for your grace. And if you have any suggestions or books that you would like us to read, put it in the comments below. We have quite the library here, and if we don't have it, we will find it. We love to be able to read with you every week. Can you say grace and peace?
Grace and peace.
Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.